Hello, I'm John, and I do the smokeless powder guns here on this channel, and my buddy Dimwit, he does the black powder guns. And I have saved my finest sniper rifle for last. It's a 22 long rifle, but it's a quality rifle. It's an Anshütz, or however you say that. And it's been modified. It's model 1808 EDS, and these were single shots made for running wild boar target competition, but this has been modified to a magazine rifle, and it's BRNO Model 2 parts and magazines that have been used. And it had a barrel weight on it. Now it's got a silencer on it. And I put on an Atlas bipod on a piece of picatinny on it. And I put some Burris Signature rings with a Bushnell AR-22 scope. And I got a rubberized nylon sling with Tiger Valley beanbag on it. And I do a lot of my own gunsmithing, but a friend of mine who's a proper gunsmith, he did the modification on this rifle for a magazine, and he also fitted a silencer on it to get the right threads that were on. But I mounted the scope. I had to do some milling on the scope rings so they would clear the top of the action. But other than that, so we're going to shoot this thing, and today is the first day on my new shooting range here by the cabin, and you can see the cabin there. All right, and so we're going to have a little look around, and we're going to go and take a look at the targets. And I bought a new chronograph. We're going to have a look at that compared to the old one. So all kinds of things going on there. And this Bushnell AR-22 scope is a real neat scope. It's got, well, you sight it in at 50 yards with the crosshair of the reticle. And then below the crosshair, in the middle of the crosshair, it's got 3 mil dots almost. And so that you use them for the first one down, you use that for 75 yards, and the second one down, use that for 100 yards, and the bottom one is 125 yards for your typical 22 long rifle trajectory. Yeah, my Norwegian tongue isn't quite up to it today. Okay, so let's shoot it, and I got some more things to show you. I got my trusty old Nato helmet here with me today, and it's an excellent rest, and I use this Tiger Valley beanbag to support my gun. I hold this with my left hand, and then do the rest with my right hand. And I have CCI standard velocity rounds in my magazine now, and they're supposed to do about 1,070 feet per second, and so that's kind of a subsonic load. So that's 5 shots. Then we'll reload. And now we got Federal Champion rounds, and these are a little bit more of a high velocity round. They're supposed to do 1240 feet per second. So now we're gonna notice that the silencer isn't gonna be quite able to do its job. Let's see. Quite a difference. Okay, and I have a tape measure here, and it's about 45 yards where I'm standing right now. It's the best I could do. And I have this laser deal to measure distance, and it works pretty well. It seems to agree with the tape measure. And I have this little handheld scope with a mil-dot reticle that I can also use, but it's only a 10 power, so it's a little difficult to see the bullet holes. I should have brought something bigger, but it's kind of neat to have inexpensive gadget from eBay. And my laser gadget is from Vector Optics, and I have several products from them, and I'm real happy with everything they make. Very reasonable priced. And I have to give credit to my friend Proper Gunsmith, because this rifle never jams. It feeds perfectly, and that's a pretty good job there, because turning a single shot rifle into a magazine rifle, getting things to feed right, it's quite difficult. So really good job. And there's the Nato helmet. Like that. And I'm also wearing snow camouflage suit today. Like this. And this is Swedish World War II issue. Vargen. It's wolf. So let's see what else I want to show you. Yeah, we'll have a look at the chronographs before I take the camera off the tripod here. So there's my chronograph. That's the old one on the right. And if you've seen Dimwit's black powder videos, you heard him complain. He's thinking it shows a little too low, and it turns out he was right. So most of those right around 1100 feet per second velocities, they're probably it's showing probably like 25 feet per second too little. And so, and that's a very common chronograph, the Crony something. And now I bought Pro Chrono Digital, and so far I'm happy with it. So there's our rifle, and there's the cabin up there. And I'll try to take this camera off without turning it off by accident. And we're going to go have a... Of course I can't edit worth a shit, so this is going to be whatever it turns out to be. But let's see. So over there's our targets. There's paper targets, and there's some steel targets, and it's even got my trusty old 50-yard headshot. And so our shooting position is behind this rock formation there. You see the rifle sticking up there. It's kind of a nice way to be able to shoot. You don't have to lie down on a flat floor, because I just not able to do that anymore. But if I step back a little further, I can shoot 50 yards here without support. But supporting the gun on that rock formation, it's only like 45 yards. So, and where I'm standing now, this would be like the 25 yards range. And so the old shooting range was over there somewhere, right below the cabin. And there you can see the road up to the cabin. It's up on top there, you can't see it now. So we're kind of halfway down the mountain, our mountain right now. And there's this kind of flat area with forest on it, and then there's another steep road going down to where you park a car. And I know Dimwit talks about being out in the middle of the wilderness, but it's actually from the cabin down to where I park my car, it's a 300-yard walk. And then it's a 10-minute drive to our home in town. So, let's see. So here's the 50-yard headshot. There's our paper targets. And there's some steel targets for 22. And there's another steel target for 22 there. And so let's see. The first group that I shot for you is, let's see. I can't see worth a shit. Let's see. I'm sorry. Okay. No, that's the first one that I shot. Now, I don't know how in the world that one got up there to the right, but You know, that's a pretty small group there. And this is the second group that I shot, and that's got some more high-powered ammo, so it's hitting higher. Here's the group that I shot earlier today, and there's another one sighting in the scope. So now I have to talk to the landowner, because my wife and I, we only own the top of the mountain. Let's see. There's the top of our roof of our cabin sticking up, and you can see my old Alp tractor there. So it's just wonderful to be able to have a place like this 10 minutes from home. And so okay. So, like I mentioned, there's the neighbor heirs owns this land that we're on right now, but he's been generous enough to let me shoot a little ways over there, and probably this location is even better, so I'm gonna have to talk to him, of course, but I think he's gonna be all right with it. I hope, and so we'll see. But I don't really shoot high power rifles here. It's mostly 22s and black powder guns. So I hope you enjoyed my 22 sniper. Maybe not a sniper rifle that belongs on a battlefield, but still, it's so nice to be able to shoot without spending all that money. And I think every good shooter will agree that shooting with a 22, that's what's going to make you a good shooter, because you can do a lot of shooting and you don't have recoil to mess with, and so everything you do wrong will show up much clearer. So make sure you get enough practice with a 22. It'll make you a better shot. Okay, I'll see you later.